thank you for coming to Starbright Storytime. This is the overview of books read for week 24. The first book we had on that list is an I Can Read book, Going to the Sea Park by Mercer Mayer. This is a fun book for early readers, preschool, grade 1. Cute illustrations by Mercer Mayer with another fun story. Basic sentences. Fun, cheery storyline. Little critter goes to the sea park with his classmates. Going to the Sea Park by Mercer Mayer. The next book on the list is Curious George Goes to a Chocolate Factory. Curious George is a creative endeavor of Margaret and H. Ray. And this storybook is about Curious George. And the man in the yellow hat stops at a chocolate factory, where, of course, Curious George finds himself to be very curious about all that is going on in the factory. Naturally, he's curious, and he gets into a little bit of trouble along the way. This is a fun storybook about Curious George and the trouble he gets into at the chocolate factory, and thankfully, he doesn't get into too much trouble. There's some interactive elements to this book. In the back here, there are a couple games. They are in the video, and you can pause the video of the story book on the day it was read if you want to help your child create and play with those interactive activities. That was Margaret and H. Ray's Curious George Goes to a Chocolate Factory. The next book on the list is My Dog Buddy by David Milgrim. This is another book for early readers, reading level 1. It's a story about a boy and his dog. Buddy is the dog, and Buddy sort of won't behave for anyone else in the house, but Buddy always comes and obeys the boy in the story. So the simple sentences for early readers, and a cute little storyline about a boy and his dog Buddy. My Dog Buddy by David Milgrim. And the next book is Danny and the Dinosaur Go to Camp. This is a book by Sid Hoff. He is also the author and illustrator. Now Danny has a dinosaur friend, and he goes off to summer camp. He brings his dinosaur with him, and we see how he interacts with the dinosaur at camp and how the other kids at camp enjoy the dinosaur. Another book for early readers, preschool, grade 1. Fun pictures, cute story. Danny and the Dinosaur Go to Camp by Sid Hoff. And the next book on the list is a golden telltale book. This one is called The Spoon Necklace. This is a story of a little kitten. This is by Opal Dean Young, illustrated by Vivienne DeMuth. This is a little kitten amongst her family, her siblings. Here's her father, and Mrs. Calico is sort of the nanny to these little kittens. And the protagonist here in the story is always losing her spoon, so she ends up requesting a necklace on which to keep her spoon so that it doesn't get lost. It's a great idea, but her idea is seen as ridiculous by her siblings. In the end, of course, they all want their own spoon necklaces. So this is a little bit more advanced reading, I would say. Reading level 1, 2. This might be for, I don't know, first, second graders as far as the text. But nonetheless, it's a cute little storybook, like a bedtime story. And then finally, the last book on the list here is More Spaghetti, I Say. This is by Rita Golden Gelman, and it's illustrated by Mort Gerberg. This is reading level 2. More Spaghetti, I Say. This is a story about two monkeys here. Perhaps they're chimpanzees. One of them, Miss Minnie, is obsessed with spaghetti, and Freddie is not obsessed with spaghetti. He wants to play. But Minnie is too occupied with her endeavors with spaghetti. She does not have time to play. Eventually, Freddie gets a little bit upset. And things kind of change here for a moment. Freddie tries the spaghetti. He ends up liking it. And the roles reverse. Freddie becomes obsessed with spaghetti, and he doesn't have time to play when Minnie is ready, because he finds he's eating spaghetti. It's cute. Reading level 2, vocabulary and sentence length for beginning readers. More Spaghetti, I Say by Rita Golden Gelman, illustrated by Mort Gerberg. There was The Spoon Necklace by Opal Dean Young, illustrated by Vivienne DeMuth. We had Danny and the Dinosaur Go to Camp by Sid Hoff. My Dog Buddy by David Milgrim. Curious George Goes to a Chocolate Factory, from the creation of Margaret and H.A. Ray. And Going to the Sea Park by Mercer Mayer. And those are the books for the book list of week 24. I hope you and your children enjoyed the books. Thank you for coming to Starbright Storytime.